So today I want to explore this geography of the moral landscape, travel on it with you today. And I want to compare and contrast some of the different theories that exist out there that talk about the development of morality in human beings. So first, I want to talk about Mencius and the sprout theory. And maybe we can introduce it with the help of a thought experiment. So let's say I'm walking outside one day, come across a well, and I see a child in a well. If I feel any compassion in that moment, is it because I was born with a seed for compassion or sprout that I have to cultivate later in my life? Or is this a trait that I've acquired because of the societal benefits? Because maybe my reputation will improve. His parents might give me a lot of respect. People will look upon me favorably. So formally, what is the sprout theory? And then do you agree with Mencius that human beings are inherently good? The human nature is inherently good? Or do you disagree with this premise?
Good. I'll start out by giving the answer, but then we go into it more deeply. So yeah, you're right. One of the really interesting discussions across all cultures in both ethics and political theory has to do with the question of what I call, what are we like deep down inside beneath the clothes of culture?
Right.
If anything. I mean, and that's back to what you referred to earlier as the first nature question of Aristotle. What are we like? Now, and two extreme answers would be, one is we're devils, and we're angels. Okay, those are on two sides. And then there are various admixture theories. So I think some form of admixture theory is probably right. Now, what are our innate dispositions? So here's the passage that you were talking about in Mencius, the great early Confucian philosopher. He says this: anyone, were he to see the child falling into the well, would immediately feel alarm and compassion. Not because he wanted to get good with the child's parents, not because he wanted to appear in the headlines of the local newspaper, not because he wanted to receive a monetary reward, just because that's the normal human response to a child falling into a well. Yeah. So what Mencius is clearly trying to do, and that's the first sprout, that is and the reason it's called sprout theory, for reasons you already indicated, is I sometimes say, like, imagine you want to make a garden and you go to the store where they sell the little, pouches with seeds in them. And you say, what will grow here is, I want to grow tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and squash. So you get the seeds might look alike for all you know, but you separate them out and then you grow 4 different things. So there's seeds for 4 plants. Your garden consists then of 4 plants, if you're lucky, if it gets the sun. So the sprout idea is roughly that one of the sprouts you have is this famous one in 2a6, the sprout of compassion. Now, and then there's some other ones. Another sprout is the sprout of propriety. That's where you have a sense of like how you're supposed to learn manners and things like that.
Deference, respect.
Yeah. Or another one would be knowing the difference between right or wrong. Most parents, at least when I was growing up, would say to the children, Owen, you know the difference. You know that it was wrong to hit your sister, or to take the Legos from your sister. What Mencius seems to think, and the best evidence he gives, I think, is for this route of compassion. And notice it's towards little children. It's an interesting question whether he said, you're walking along and you see an old person about to fall into a well. And he doesn't use that example. I mean, I think most of us would say you'd probably feel alarm and compassion. You'd feel alarm because it's a weird thing happening. And presumably you'd feel compassion. I mean, it'd be a weird person that didn't. But notice his claim is supposed to govern even, say, Adolf Hitler and a Jewish infant. I mean, seriously, even Hitler is supposed to be wired, according to this story, to feel alarm and compassion about a child. He just might be able to stop himself if he had more information and let the child fall in. So even people with policies to exterminate certain children or commit genocide would still be wired, according to Mencius.
The first nature is compassion, but then something else cuts it
is able to cut it out, feed it somehow.
Okay.
So the mentioned view then of, and especially as it was taken up inside Chinese political philosophy, is basically we have in humans the beginnings of goodness. And all we have to do is, but the same thing occurs as in the garden, we have to put the kids out in the sun and water them. It's very similar to Aristotle's views about socialization and habituation for virtue. The world has to be, first nature is not going to be enough. If we only just have compassion towards children falling into wells, that's just not going to be helpful.